Okay, right, let's do this. We all ready?
I'm ready.
Yep.
Ready? Let's try. Let's come on. Bit of energy here. Come on, we ready? Here we go.
Come
Here
on!
we go! Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome back. Welcome back to another Football Prizes Offsiders Podcast. Got the right name in there just in time. How is everybody? Everyone well?
Fine, thank you. Fine, excited. Obviously missing my partner today. I'll bring that in straight away rather than ignoring the fact.
Well, when you and I are off, it is usually mentioned about in the last 5 minutes of the show. Yeah, we're missing a big birthday boy, Mr. Jack Durkin. Where is Jack?
Jack's in Barcelona.
He's off the game tonight, actually, isn't he?
Yes.
He's going to watch Barcelona this
Getafe.
evening. Getafe.
Not at the Camp Nou though. They'll be at the Olympic Stadium.
Yeah, a bit disappointing.
Yeah, but you are closer to the pitch. Like if you went and had like not the cheap seats, but yeah, the cheap seats at the Camp Nou, you're at the top.
In the skies, aren't you?
Yeah.
I've been to the Camp Nou twice, and both times I've had the real cheap seats.
Yeah.
I think I was the top level.
The Olympic Stadium, the cheap seats, you're still going to be pretty close because it's flatter, isn't it? It's like it's more. I don't even know.
Have you been?
Less.
No, but I've seen many pictures.
What's the capacity? I don't even know what.
I think it's decent. I think it's like
It
it's
must
not like
be.
when Real Madrid played at their training ground because they had
That
like.
was
Do you remember when they
small,
played?
wasn't it?
Was it Liverpool or Chelsea? They played there in Champions League, and they only had like 5,000. It was really small. It was really small. It was really small.
I don't remember this.
When Chelsea won the Champions League, they knocked Real Madrid out, didn't they, in the semis?
In the
the
training
quarters.
ground.
Yeah, it's where the Castilla play.
I've missed this completely. I'm going to have to have a look into this later.
It don't look right.
When the Bernabeu was getting done up, wasn't
Yeah.
What weekend of football we've
Oh
had
my God.
this weekend?
it?
Shall we start?
Controversy, as always.
Quite a lot of controversy, which really helps us out, really, doesn't it, for something like this? Shall we start at the Etihad? The only place to go, really. Man City 2, Arsenal 2. Go on, Ash.
You've got
Here we go. Ash has done his research.
You've got Rodri injury. You've got
For the rest of the
the
season.
dark arts of football, and you've got Mr. Erling Haaland. I think they're your three Mr.
Yeah.
3 talking points.
talking points here.
I mean, shall we start with Rodri? I've kind of missed this kind of. I've not really kind of registered this, but him out for the season is that the worst player Man City can have out for the season?
I think he's definitely the most important.
Absolutely.
I think Haaland, yes, he's a goal machine, but they've proven that they don't need necessarily a number 9.
They can play other ways without him.
Whereas Rodri, I think it's like games with Rodri and games without Rodri. It's a huge drop off, isn't it?
I've got some stats here. Do you want me to tell you these stats?
Yes, please.
Right. So, Rodri, when playing for Man City, they've
Here we
won
go.
75% of the games. When he's not been playing, it's 61%.
Wow.
And that's across 21 games. So 21 games without Rodri. They've won 13 and lost 7. When you think
That's
of Man
big for City,
that
isn't
is
it,
a
you
lot.
know?
Yeah, 7 out of
It's a
21.
lot too. So 33% of games lost. Points per game is down to 1.9 compared to 2.37 with him. So, our City's still the favourite.
We have ourselves a title.
We
race.
do
I
have a
think
title
title race
race.
is on there.
Hey, 2 words. Calvin Phillips.
Yeah.
Oh.
Get him
Recall.
back. Get him back.
Get him
They
back,
need him.
absolutely. Yeah, well, he's doing all right, isn't he, at Ipswich? They like him.
They do like him there. Gundo, that looks like even a more important signing
Oh my
now,
God,
doesn't
yeah.
it?
Oh, yeah. That's a great point.
Free transfer. Obviously, I know he's not as defensive as mine as Rodri, but to have him in there
player.
at this point,
Yeah.
if he wasn't there, you've lost Calvin Phillips, you've lost Rodri, you've lost Gundo. It's the big 3 in the central field. I mean, who can play there?
think
Kovacic.
Kovacic.
I think Kovacic's there.
Yeah.
Has been their
And
go-to
Gundo.
when Rodri's
He's,
not
he's
been
just
playing.
not as defensive minded
No,
as he is Rodri.
100% not.
He's very good, though, isn't he?
Oh, he's a very good
You
player.
don't realise how good he is.
But I think he'd be better just a little bit further up, one up from Rodri. He's
Yeah.
They
better
might even
position.
start playing Stones in there again, you know.
Yeah, that's true.
I
Ballon
prefer
d'Or
that.
Stones a couple of seasons ago.
Yeah.
He was on for
When
it.
he used to step up, didn't he?
Yeah.
Did he invent that role a couple of seasons ago?
They thought it was Ronald Koeman.
He did, didn't he? Yeah.
Just stuck him in midfield and went, yeah.
They didn't even stick him in
John.
midfield, did they? They stuck him I don't know, above the right centre back.
He was
wasn't
like-
central, was it? He was weird.
He was the Messi of the holding midfield.
He was.
I'm going where I want.
Yes, he was.
I'm John Stones. I've earned this reputation from Barnsley.
What about the dark arts? And what you said dark arts? What do you mean by dark arts?
Right. How much? Let's see who gets closest. How much time was spent on goal kicks? So how much time did David
Total,
Raya
like,
have
minutes?
the ball? Because let's be honest,
They weren't.
Ortega
big, quick
didn't have
work.
the ball on the floor, did he? How long did David Raya have the ball on the floor for goal kicks during the match? And this goes back to that.
Out of 98 minutes?
Yeah.
I
have an exact figure.
He avoided a yellow card.
Yeah, he must have. Yeah, 4.5 minutes.
This probably goes to the point of the ball going out and then the ball getting kicked.
Yeah.
I'm
4.5 minutes.
I'm going to say it's going to be close to like 15.
What, you can't?
15 minutes?
Yeah.
No, it is ridiculous. 9 minutes and 3 seconds of the whole match was spent with David Raya putting the ball down and
getting a goal
kicking
kick.
the ball for a goal.
A tenth
of the game was
game.
spent with David Raya.
15 minutes.
Did you see your golden boy, Kai Havertz? Didn't complete a pass,
did he?
Didn't complete a pass in the
First
whole
time that's happened in
9
7
minutes.
years.
There's 2 of them. 2 of them didn't do it.
Oh,
There's someone
Timber,
else as well.
wasn't it?
Timber.
Sorry, how long did Havertz play in that match?
The match. He played over
Yeah, he
89
did, yeah.
minutes. Didn't complete a pass.
That cannot.
That's true.
That
No,
cannot
that's
be
true.
true.
And
That's
Timber.
true.
And Timber. 2 players in the same.
How?
Just didn't do it.
I-
Didn't fancy
how-
it.
The second half you can understand because they just sat there, which I kind of respect.
They did just sit there.
I've seen a lot of people hating on them doing it, but what else are you going to do?
My issue is a little bit there is a bit of a media darling loving with Arsenal, I think, at the moment. Like someone said when Mourinho did it again for Chelsea, they called it Park the Bus and it was anti-football and it got slated. But when Arteta's doing it now for Arsenal, it's great tactics, what discipline, this is how you win titles. There is a bit of a loving with Arsenal.
To be fair, in the first half, I thought they actually stepped out.
I think that's fair.
No, I thought they were good. Before the red card, I
Compared to
thought they were
last
good.
year.
Yeah.
Before the red card, I thought they were good. Sorry, can we go back a minute? How has Havertz and Timber not completed a pass? I don't. I need to watch this back. Have they misplaced?
Pass.
Have they misplaced passes?
Yeah, they've misplaced ones, but they haven't.
How many passes? How many passes have they misplaced here? This
Have you
is
got that
mental.
stat, Mr.
Don't have that stat. Sorry, Stato's not available for that one at the moment.
That is, and that's the first time that's happened in 7 years.
Yeah. I think it's the first time ever since Opta have done stats that 2 players have done it in a match. So,
Wow.
Yeah.
I thought Timber looked quite good as well when I was watching.
Well, defensively.
Defensively, yeah, he gets himself about.
Yeah. Crazy.
Calafiori pinged one in.
Great goal, great
30
finish.
odd yards.
Yeah.
I love those finishes where it looks like a little pass into the corner,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Just nice.
It almost, kind of curved.
He was celebrating
Away
before it
from
went
the
in.
goal,
Yeah, he
isn't it?
was.
He was running off.
He was almost
Yeah.
celebrating just as soon as it hit his foot.
Yeah,
Almost.
it was one of them, wasn't it? Beautiful
Made
strike.
it look easy.
Yeah.
How much of a hammer blow is that Stones goal for Arsenal's title chances? It's a big goal, innit? It's a
You know
big
what?
goal.
In the big picture, not that much of a hammer blow because
They'd
of
have taken
Rodri's
it, wouldn't
injury. Like, in fact, if that's what dark arts come back into it here, because they're going like Arsenal they were putting the challenges in. Like they've injured Rodri, they have injured. Like they've not gone out. You never go out.
Have you
changing
seen how
someone,
he
but
got injured?
How was he going injured?
It was just him and Partey, like, just kind of holding each other in the box, and then Rodri goes down, and it's the way he's landed.
Yeah.
It's nothing intentional. It wasn't like it was a
Bad
big challenge or anything like that.
Not like the Erling Haaland.
It was more of it
running
was
into
more of a
Gabriel.
fluke accident more than anything.
Yeah,
he tried to take both the centre backs out there, Haaland.
yeah.
That was
He ran into
brilliant.
one and they pushed the other one a second
Well,
later.
it was literally 10 seconds in. Havertz ran into Rodri, didn't he?
Oh, did he do that
Right
as
at
well?
the start of the game. It
I
was
saw-
literally from kickoff.
I saw Haaland run into
They-
did he run into Partey as well from kickoff? Just
He
charged
might, yeah.
straight into. It was just mental.
It was a
It
mental
was
game.
great. It was a great game.
And then when they
Proper Barclays
scored,
game, wasn't it?
when they scored and he threw the ball at the back of his head.
I mean, that was,
That was
just,
a brilliant.
I
run.
love that.
you don't have any passion anymore. I think I remember Roy Keane saying there was a Man United Man City game a few years ago, and like Maguire and like Walker are like hugging afterwards, and like
Yeah.
there's no like I remember like Vieira and Keane in the tunnel. But that game on Sunday felt like we were back a little bit.
Yeah,
It's like
I
we
like
don't
it.
like each other. We're
Haaland
like
telling Arteta to stay humble after the game. as
Yeah.
well. Have you seen that?
Yeah, yeah.
No, I've
With
not
Gabriel
seen that.
Jesus coming in, stepping.
which side's Jesus on?
Ah, well. Oh, it was absolute mental game. Have you seen the Jorginho thing?
No.
This is really interesting. I think this is real. So they're saying now that Jorginho has been bought by Arsenal. This is not a conspiracy, but this is just one of them ideas that are floating around.
And we can put this on live on a
Yeah, yeah, right.
Let's go for it.
Arteta's bought Jorginho. Jorginho's doing all his coaching badges because he's at that point in his career.
Oh right, okay.
And they're saying that he doesn't play because Arteta uses him on the touchline because he can't leave that technical area. But Jorginho can go wherever he wants down that side. So if you watch the Arsenal Man City game, he's in line with the defence and he's shouting to the
Really?
defence.
That's really
So
clever.
And if you watch when he goes to the bench, he's always talking to the staff. So is Jorginho basically hired as a player coach who has this free rein where he can go up and down the
I think
line?
he started against Atalanta last week. So I think
Well,
he is
will
playing.
still
He is
play,
playing.
But
That is
how
clever.
is that?
You could put some shin pads on Mikel Arteta.
Yeah.
stick him on the bench,
Yeah.
and technically he could go up and down that whole side.
It'd work with some of them. Won't maybe work with like your Steve Bruce's, where you go something's going
Your
wrong
Steve
here.
Evanses might be Steve Evans.
Oh my God.
And Benson and Edges in Mike Bassett.
Steve Bruce has got a yellow bib on.
But how clever is that?
That's
I've
really
never
clever.
even thought of
No,
that.
I've never thought that.
That's so smart.
Where should we go? Should we go Chelsea? I mean, great. I mean, Chelsea. I mean, I never thought I'd utter these words. Obviously, West Ham 0, Chelsea 3. Chelsea look quite settled.
Yeah.
They do.
They look quite settled.
He's got his way of playing, hasn't he, Maresca? He seems to
Yeah.
be drilling it into them, and they're playing well.
They are playing well. They've got. I mean, surprisingly, they've got a good side after spending billions.
Yeah.
But they do actually have quite a good side here.
I think because they're not rotating the squad as much as they could. I mean, they could change the team every week for like 4 weeks in a row and have a different 11. But because they're actually sticking with a bit of consistency.
He seems to know what his team is.
He's got a good
already,
11.
which is surprising.
Yeah.
But like the game against Barrow last night, he's clearly played like his second team.
Yeah.
But it's a joke.
Yeah.
It's a joke. Like I generally thought they played the strongest team last night,
It looked
and
like
you
it,
had to
didn't
look into it a bit and
Yeah.
go,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, yeah, fair play to Barrow. I mean, that's a tough place to go in. It's a
When you look at that, though, I mean, it's a bit off topic because we're talking about the Premier League, but the seeding of the EFL Cup, all the Premier League teams went through last night. Is it right? Because it's supposed to stop fixture congestion. How is it going to stop fixture congestion if the Premier League teams are just going to get more games?
This is
beating the lower
what
league
my argument was when I first heard about it. The fact that the big teams can't play each other in the early games.
It was. Is it just this first round though? This third round or whatever? It's not.
It must be just this one.
I think
how
it's
are you
just
gonna
one
seed
round.
the
I
next
think.
round?
I think. Yeah. I think it's just one round.
Yeah, but
It's the
still,
first time
like,
they brought
what
it
is
in.
the point?
Well, because they're looking after the big boys, isn't it? I think probably.
Yeah, I don't know.
There's no benefit for. It's always nice to get Arsenal, Liverpool in the third round of the EFL Cup, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's quite a nice
It's happening every year.
Yeah, it's kind of gone under the radar. This.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's a good point. Where should we go? There's quite a lot of draws this weekend. I've noticed as well.
Yeah, go on. Sunday.
Sunday. Brighton Forest 2-2.
And another
Both
2-2.
beaten.
Who else drew 2-2? Man City, Arsenal, and
Oh, there was. You
In
said
the
you
first?
said there was a third. You said there was a third 2-2.
Man City, Arsenal.
Oh, in the
Ladies.
women's.
Yeah, ladies. See, we do talk about the women's football. Who scored?
Beth Mead.
Beth Mead did score. Who scored for Man City against Arsenal?
No, Russo doesn't play for City, does he?
Who
She.
scored?
Alex Greenwood.
No. Mia Dima. Oh, whatever she's called.
Oh,
Mia
God,
Dima,
against her old club.
who's just gone to Man
Against
City
her old
from
club.
Arsenal. Yeah.
Wow. Was that a free
65,000
transfer?
at the Emirates? Yeah.
Wow. 65,000
Yeah.
at the Emirates.
Sold out. That's cool, isn't it?
That is really cool.
That's pretty much all my knowledge on women's
That's it.
football.
That's it. There we go.
The women's squad is behind you there.
Oh, look at me for an advocate.
There you go. That's
Yes.
the Man City women's team. Yeah, it is Man City women's squad.
Yeah.
Squad signed shirt.
Well done, producer.
Yeah, that's very good timing. Spurs getting a 1-3-1 against Brentford. Ange Postecoglou saves a little bit of time for him. Is he under pressure, Postecoglou?
I don't feel like he should be
No,
because they
no.
are playing all right. They just seem to get found out a bit. They are who they are, aren't they? Spurs. They're not pushing on.
I think he come in last year and gave them an identity.
Yeah.
The way that they're playing now.
Yeah.
I don't think you can just sack that in now.
No, that's true.
You can't win either way, it seems. Like I quite like a bit of Postecoglou ball.
They're a
Is
bit
what
of
it's called. Ange ball.
Would you rank them as a similar level as Man United? Man United drew at Palace.
Probably.
That's kind of
they're
like
probably
what you think
they're probably
Spurs would
going to
do.
be. Yeah, I'd say they're going to be
I think
in
that's
and
fair.
around the 5th and 6th mark.
Yeah.
aren't
They're
And
not
would you rank
pushing on.
Chelsea above those two? You probably would, wouldn't
Yeah.
you?
You look like
Start.
it now, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Which
you
is
probably would, wouldn't
which is
you?
mad to say with like the way we were saying the state of the club and the way it was being run.
Yeah.
I just didn't see it working.
Well done, Maresca.
Yeah.
We all written him up. We were all saying he'll be gone by December.
There's still time, but
But he started well.
This has started well. So we're looking at, if you're looking at the top six, you're saying the top three are probably Arsenal, Man City, and Liverpool. Probably all much of a muchness. So you
I would love Liverpool to drop off.
Well,
you put
Rodri, this Rodri impact could,
It's going to be.
could it be enough to push Pep to then go, I'm off?
Like, is he
Take over the
He'll be
England
going
job
soon.
now.
Is he definitely out there? Is he definitely out for the season?
Yeah.
Are they, like,
a
confirmed?
long-term injury. Yeah.
It's like it's the worst player possible.
I
It's
know.
like the only bad player they've got really to get that kind of an injury.
5 days after he's come out and said that the
Oh, they're gonna go on
fixtures are
strike.
Too busy.
They're going to go on strike. Yeah, of course. Yeah. What about near the bottom of the table?
Bottom of the table, we've got...
Southampton drawing with Ipswich.
Yes.
Yes.
Late
Well-
goal from was it Sam Morsey?
It was Sam Morsey.
How many teams haven't won a game yet? Premier League record after 5 games.
You did tell me. Was it
Yeah.
6?
6 teams yet to win.
That's just crazy stuff.
Apparently, Leicester fans do not like Steve Cooper. If any Leicester fans are watching, please back this up. But Cooper Ball is not going down well at the King Power.
Swansea fans did not like Steve Cooper.
No. Forest liked him because he brought him up.
Didn't he?
Yeah, so he did really well when they got to the playoffs. And
Yeah.
And when they sacked him, they were delighted to get rid of him because they just didn't like it at all, didn't like the football at all. I think Forest obviously got them up, so I think that he's a god there. But I've heard this before, like they're not massive fans of Cooper Ball.
Leicester and Forest, that's a derby, isn't it?
Yeah, it is quite a big derby.
Like, is that another reason?
No, so I think it's one of your boys against Wrexham. It's Leicester's biggest match.
Yeah.
But Forest's biggest match is Derby.
Or Notts County.
Or Notts County.
Yeah.
So like Forest aren't that bothered about that Leicester game, but for Leicester, that's their closest game.
Fair enough.
So I think that's like Leicester's big rivals, but Forest don't really care. I might be wrong. You can correct me on that, but I think that's right.
Steve Cooper went into the game last night.
Oh God, I've not thought about the Steve Cooper derby.
He went into the game last night and said, "This is one that we really want to win." They drew 0-0 with Walsall and won 3-0 on penalties.
Yeah.
Doing well this year.
Yeah, Leicester in the Premier League.
Yeah, I know.
And haven't won a game.
It was a bad penalty shootout for Walsall. I looked at this last night and I thought, you've worked really hard, you've got a clean sheet, you've got it to penalties, and then you just miss all your penalties.
Well, they were all saved.
Oh, were they all saved?
Yeah, I think Danny Ward saved
They
3.
didn't score one?
No, 3-0.
3-0.
3-0.
That's
it's a
gutting,
bad-
isn't it?
I
As
didn't
the
know that.
non-league
It's a
team.
bad penalty
Well,
shootout.
the lower league team, sorry.
Where are they? Are they in your league, Walsall?
League 2.
Oh, sorry.
Your
Sorry.
league next year.
No, they're going
Just
up.
looking ahead.
Let's do Shrewsbury Watch. How does Shrewsbury do this weekend?
Oh,
Okay, that'll do. Let's do Leeds United Watch. Leeds United.
Leeds are doing well.
Leeds doing all right. I kind of half watched it, half not. Do you want to go back to Shrewsbury?
No.
Fine.
no, carry on, please.
2-0 win. But
Playing against 10 men. It's just another one of them games where you just... As soon as they had a man sent off, you go, we're going to win the match.
I mean, even before that, I thought.
Am I right in thinking that Cardiff have been a bit of a bogey team for Leeds in the last years?
Not in the last 3 years. Last 3 years, I think we've kind of.
Yeah.
But before that, we never won a game against them.
They knocked us out of the FA Cup, didn't they?
I was at that game.
Yeah.
At Ninian Park.
Oh, was you?
Yeah, it was. Yeah, I got stones thrown at me. We got the bus smashed in on the way home. It was by far my worst away day I've ever been to.
Ninian, what was that like? That must have been an old stadium. 'Cause they're not even there,
It was an intimidating place.
Yeah.
Very old stadium. We were kind of at the back behind the goal. And then the police kind of gave us an escort into the ground and then gave us an escort out of the stadium. And then after, when we got around the corner of the stadium, they just went, you're on your own now. And like people throwing stones and rocks. And then, this whole side of this window and this coach got smashed in and we had to drive all the way back from Cardiff to Leeds. In the very, very cold on the way back on that one. And we got dumped out of the FA Cup third round as well. Yes, I've not got massive fond memories of Cardiff City. So I was quite happy to win on Saturday.
Bottom of the league, Cardiff City.
Bottom of the league,
1
Cardiff City.
point. What a shame.
1 goal.
That story. Yeah.
1 goal from 7
Is
games.
Ramsey still there?
I think he is still there. Well, Bullett's just gone, hasn't he? Bullett's been given the bullet.
Oh, was he?
Yeah, Cardiff City manager got sacked. He got sacked yesterday or the day before from that.
That's
I mean, 1 goal and 1 point from 7 or 8 games, whatever
That's
it is. It's I think they're all kind of thinking they might have a good season as well.
Yeah, not happening, mate.
Anything else in the Premier League?
I think that's a good round up of
That's a good
Premier League
round of
there.
the Premier
Yeah.
League.
Shall we move on to our topic?
Yes, our topic.
Our quick fire topic.
Quick fire topic. What's our topic? Our topic is the
Goalkeepers.
top 3 goalkeepers of all time
In the Premier League.
history of the Premier League.
Oh, thank God for that.
I've got Jose Luis Chilavert.
You got Buffon.
I mean, there's quite, like you said, really. There's quite off camera. There's quite a few goalkeepers really to go through, really, isn't there? Like when you kind of start delving into it,
Yeah.
there's like a few of the Americans that I've not mentioned.
Yeah. Howard, Friedel.
I mean, that's it, really.
Howard.
Howard and Friedel. A few Australians.
Casey Keller.
Okay, Keller's a good shout.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
This is why I win the quiz.
This is
kind of knowledge.
This is it. This is it.
Something's got to be up there.
Tom
hasn't
don't know who that is.
Should we do third places? Third places first.
Yeah, I'll start if you want.
Go on.
it? Please do.
Don't know if it's controversial to say he's the 3rd best goalkeeper ever in Premier League history, but
Don't say you have. No.
Shea Given.
No, I like it. Like Shea Given.
Is
Is he in yours?
absolute
Wow.
I
legend
loved
of
him.
football. At Newcastle, like growing up, seeing him at Newcastle, what a goal! He was the best goalkeeper in the Premier League. Like he was up against like your David Seamans and United United and whatnot, but he was so good. He was so consistent. When Man City got the money, they bought Shea Given because Shea Given was the best goalkeeper in the Premier League, and his consistency. He was always exceptional. He didn't look massive,
No.
but I don't know. You just knew he was not going to be that mistake prone or anything like that.
I was just going to say, I don't remember like a clanger
No.
from Shea Given.
I don't
mean, I
know.
know it was a long time ago.
No,
But
and I just think, and he's on Match of the Day now, so you hear his analysis, and I really like him on there. I just think him as a goalkeeper, consistency, and just the level that he was always at.
I think it's a good shout.
He should be.
I think it's a
in the
good
top
shout. Where was he? Villa, Newcastle,
Newcastle,
Man City. Did he go
I think
anywhere
that
else?
might have been it.
That might have been it.
Newcastle is where I. Really
Newcastle
remember
is
him.
where kind of like I think it's a nice shout. That
Yeah.
I don't think many people could disagree with that.
Thank you.
Yeah, I wonder
That's
where
the
he
most
is in kind of like the
controversial.
appearance makers compared to like a Friedel or a David James or anything. The top end
David
guy.
James. If he's in your top 3, then I'm walking out.
David James is the highest. Has got the more Premier League appearances from a goalkeeper than anyone else in the
I
history of the
don't
Premier League.
care.
Yeah. No. He's like David James is like 5th in the all-time Premier League appearance makers ever,
Yeah.
which is mad. No, my third is semi-controversial. Is Scott Carson.
Oh, God's sake. I even said that as a
Scotty
joke.
Carson. No, he's in. He's in for me. He's in for me. You know what? Sometimes you need a dream. Sometimes you need a story. And Scott Carson's definitely in there for me. He came through the ranks for Leeds, which might have kind of influenced me a little bit. We just had Nigel Martin and Paul Robinson coming through, and those two just left, and he came through. And I thought
Carson played because Robinson got injured.
we can't have another amazing goalkeeper in the academy. And he came
Yeah.
through, and he was absolutely brilliant. And I think he didn't have the best transfer. I think he went to Derby County. He didn't do very
Went to
well.
Liverpool from Leeds.
Did he go from Liverpool
Yeah,
to us?
Leeds-
Well,
Liverpool
that
bought
shows how good he was. Coming through from us.
Yeah.
I think he went to Derby after that.
Yeah.
Being around the mills, but you know what? 2 Champions League titles.
Yeah.
Loads of Premier League titles. Big contribution. Well, you know what? He was like 37, 38, and he signs 1-year contracts with Man City. And every year, Man City, they always want him back.
Yeah.
They always do another year because they want him around the
camp.
squad, around the camp. Exactly. Not league camp's not getting anywhere near this top 3. But yeah, you know what? You need a bit of a story, and I think Scott Carson, for what he's done, living the dream, seems like a nice fella.
As the third
Multi-millionaire.
best goalkeeper.
Well, is he in his 40s now?
He must
Scott
be
Carson?
close. He must be close.
I think.
How many Premier League goals can you name as won 2 Champions Leagues for different clubs?
Yeah, fair enough. But what I would say is, I think you're actually going off not the best goalkeeper, maybe the nicest goalkeeper.
No, because I think Shea Given could be nicer than.
We're just doing the nice list. Tom, who have you got?
Well, I was going to go with Shea Given, but I'll give my mate a mention instead, Mr. Joe Hart.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fair to have him up there.
He was unreal at Man City. I'd say he was probably the best keeper in the world when he was there.
I think that's probably fair.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
He learnt his trade at Shrewsbury Town.
Here we
For God's
go.
sake.
Went
Here
to
we
Birmingham
go.
City,
Here we go.
and then
Yeah.
where was it? City. He's done spells at Spurs, West Ham,
Celtic.
Burnley. I want to say as well.
Celtic.
Yes. He ended his career at Celtic.
Yeah,
I just think he's a Premier League all-time great.
he is. Pep got rid of him because he couldn't pass a ball, apparently. But
Yep.
is
Oh
that-
yeah, he was replaced by Claudio
But
Bravo.
they brought in. I
wasn't
was going to say they brought in Claudio Bravo, and he was an absolute flop, wasn't he?
Yeah,
Spent
but
a lot
then
of
they
money on
found
him.
Edison.
But then they found Edison.
Yeah.
Yeah. So did Joe Hart replace Shea Given, or is there? I'm trying to work
I
out.
think
I'm
that's
trying to
right,
work out
yeah.
the Man City keeper chronology.
And I can't remember correctly, but
There must be someone in between. I
that
reckon.
when they dropped Joe Hart for Edison or Bravo,
Mm-hmm.
there must have been a similar mind of people going, "Can you really drop Shea Given for Joe Hart?"
Yeah.
And then Joe Hart proved himself, and obviously Edison's proved himself, hasn't he?
I never felt like he was at the level of David Seaman for England.
Joe Hart.
Joe Hart.
No,
I never felt that comfortable as
there
David
was always
Seaman.
that Iceland game that kind of ruined him.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you're going on nice goalkeepers like Shea Given and Scott Carson, I won't have Joe Hart in that list.
Oh,
I don't
no.
think.
No. When he's shouting at that ball
Screamed
boy.
at ball boys.
Yeah.
Do you remember, for me, what save sticks in your mind for Joe Hart? Is it the Payet free kick? Do you remember that Payet? Do you remember when Payet was in the Premier League and he scored a free kick every week?
Best player in the world. at that
What
point,
a
wasn't
player.
he? What a player.
He pinged one and it was going right in the top corner, and Joe Hart pulls off like the best save he's ever done. Payet, he's doing the Calafiore. He's celebrating already.
Before he scored.
And he's tipped it. Oh, what a... Yeah. Like Ramsdale did it, didn't he, when he went to Arsenal?
Yeah,
Remember that
yeah.
free kick where he kind of tipped onto the bar and it bounced down? It was one like that. where he
Ramsdale's
shouldn't save
just
it.
only made Hollywood saves, didn't he?
Yeah.
I think he was. Yeah, you know what, Joe Hart. You know, for the younger viewers, yeah,
I think it's fair.
I think it's fair. I think
Yeah.
you could argue a case. Yeah. Second place.
I've gone for Petr Cech because Petr Cech. Why have you gone for him
You've not
higher
got
up?
him number one.
No.
Okay. Oh no, go on.
Well, I kind of forgot about him, and then I stuck him in at 2. So I'm thinking, well, have you got? I assume you've got him at 1.
I have, yeah.
Have you got him listed?
Yes.
Have you got him at 1?
It's,
2?
I've got him at 1.
All right, I'll tell you what, I will
it's
give
a
my
real.
reasons.
It's a real toss up.
No,
Well,
go on,
I'll
I
give my
wanna-
I'll tell you my 1 because you two can
Yeah, yeah.
argue the Petr Cech case. I've gone for Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah, which is what I was assuming.
Yeah, purely because he won everything. Talk about goalkeepers who won everything. He won everything. He was a standout player. He kind of invented. I mean, Neuer invented modern day goalkeeping.
No. I think you could argue Peter Schmeichel invented the modern day like being a presence on the pitch.
I'd say Peter Schmeichel was. Yeah, if you're looking history, then you've got Schmeichel. He invented almost like the star save, make your body big.
Yep.
And then Neuer's kind of brought out the playing out from the back to the next level.
Yeah.
But yeah, just the impact he's had on football in the world, on Man United. He did go to Man City, which I like.
I was going to say the opposite. Didn't he score for Man City?
He did score
for Man City.
I like that.
Yeah.
But not being a Man United fan. Obviously, if a Man United fan, I feel like you've kind of ruined your legacy a little bit. Do you remember when he's lining up in the tunnel with Gary Neville and Gary Neville won't look at him?
It was a strange. He went to Villa, didn't he? And then went to Man City. It was a strange thing. Does Peter Schmeichel get a little bit more kudos for having a son that also won the Premier League? Does that kind of come into factor?
He was also very good.
He was also very good. No, not as good as his dad, but
yeah, possibly. It'd be interesting to see if the next Schmeichel is also a goalkeeper. Because I mean, if
we're getting to that age, aren't we?
That is a line.
I've gone. I mean, it was really tough. I've gone Schmeichel 2, Czech 1.
Have you gone Schmeichel 2, Czech 1?
Schmeichel was before his time, so I don't think you
I didn't include Schmeichel in my top
go
3.
on then, Bill.
Really, really, really difficult. I would always consider Peter Schmeichel to be the best goalkeeper in the history of the Premier League.
Yeah.
Always. But then when we were doing this for this round here, I just think now Czech has probably just done enough to go, actually, he played in a bit more of a modern era. I mean, the amount of goals he conceded. Like, did he concede 18 goals or something in a Premier League season? Or something
might have been less.
Stupid.
I feel like it's less.
Czech.
Yeah.
It's 15.
I mean, I just feel like what he did and how much he's done and the consistency he had, and he played for so long every week and he won so much. I just feel after reviewing both, I think he's done just a little bit more to deserve the best
Did he
goalkeeper
go
ever.
12 games in a row without conceding? He
the
got into the
stuff
1,000 minutes, didn't he?
The stuff he's done is mental.
But what he had
all with a
Terry
scrum tackle.
Carvalho, Paulo Ferreira.
But Steve Bruce.
Yeah.
And Gary
fine.
Pallister.
Yeah, no, I understand that.
How are you going to get past those two?
No, absolutely, especially now.
I think he also had a stint with, is it Mustafi, and who was his partner?
Yeah, that's
Arsenal.
true. At Arsenal, yeah.
Oh, yeah, forget about the Arsenal stuff, yeah.
He's still a goalie now, isn't he? He plays in goal now.
Does he?
Plays ice hockey.
I was going to say ice
He's an
hockey.
ice hockey
does he?
goalkeeper, yeah, in England. He plays in
Keep him
England.
busy.
Did Carlo Cudicini take over from Petr Cech?
No, it was the other way.
Was it the way
Cech
around?
came in for Cudicini. Cudicini came in for De Hoy.
Ed De Hoy, yeah.
And then
Yeah,
before
goalkeepers
that,
got a little bit
before
better, haven't
that,
they, in the recent times?
Lenny Pidgley were knocking about.
Basically was knocking around.
Always there on Football Manager.
Never had no appearances for Chelsea. I bet he's had no appearances. I'm interested to know who's your second.
So my second, I've gone with Edwin van der Sar.
That's fair.
I feel like
Similar ilk.
the way I saw Edwin van der Sar when I first got into football was probably how you perceive Peter Schmeichel.
Yeah.
He was just, United were the best team in the world, and he was just, it was him, Vidic, and Rio.
He was
Like
so
there was
good,
just
wasn't he?
there was just no getting past him.
He signed for Fulham when he was 32.
Yeah.
And then he did a year at Fulham, and Man United went, he reminds me a little bit of Thiago Silva, a little bit Edwin van der Sar. He's come really, really late on in his career, and I look at Thiago Silva and I go, if you came at 25, you might be the best centre-back I've ever seen in the history of the Premier League. And I think Van der Sar was almost a bit like that.
Was he that age when he went to United?
I think when he went to Fulham. He was in his 30s when he went to Fulham. And then Man United signed him from Fulham. Have a look, yeah. He was old. I remember thinking, God, if you came in your 20s, I think he could be classed as the best Premier League goalkeeper. He could be the best. He came really, really late.
Did
and
he
actually
keep
managed to
playing
achieve.
until he was 40 something as well?
What, for Man
He played
United?
until he was 40.
I think he might. Yeah.
Born in 1970, moved to Man United in 2005. So, yeah, 35 when he moved to Man United.
Man United.
That's
and
mental.
retired in 2011, so it's, 41.
And that's when a certain David De Gea took over.
When did he sign? So he signed for Fulham in what year before that, or 2 years before that?
2001, he signed for Fulham. So, yeah, 31. What a call.
Thank you. How many years did he have at Fulham then?
01 to 05, so what's that? 4
He had
years.
more than I thought then.
Yeah.
So
he's not
so-
gone to Man U till he's 36.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's mental.
But
That is-
you don't think it, do you? When
No,
you kind of think of it, you
honestly
just think.
wouldn't have known that.
Yeah,
And
good
that-
call, that.
When I thought, that's why I compared him to Thiago Silva. I think, God, if he came earlier and he came in his 20s,
Yeah.
Thiago Silva. I mean, I know it's off topic, but how good is that guy at 38? He's scarily good. So that only adds to how good Van der Sar is.
And he won him the Champions League, didn't he? in that Moscow final.
Yes.
So he was in goal for that.
Yeah.
Did he save the penalty? I'm sure he saved the penalty.
He said
What did Terry slip?
Terry missed.
Terry slipped and hit the post. I can remember. This is one of the first games I can remember watching on the telly.
Yeah.
I remember Ronaldo.
I was at
Ronaldo
uni
missed
watching
his
this
penalty.
game.
I think I had a bet on it. I found my first bet slip the other day.
I've
in
watched
my
that
loft.
penalty shootout.
Go on. What year's your first
I
bet
took a
slip?
picture. Do you want to see it? Do you want me to tell you it?
What was it? Red rum?
I've got AFC Wimbledon. Sorry, FC
Engineers.
I've got a picture of it here. We'll put a picture of this on Caden.
Mhm.
I'll send you a picture of this. Right. And this lost. I think one leg won on this. I was going to send you it. Where are we?
This is great for Spotify. Everybody on Spotify.
There you go. Right. So I had. This is Premier League fixtures. 12th of December 2009. I was 18 on the 11th of December 2009. So you can tell what I was doing.
Yep. Like that.
Stoke to beat Wigan.
Was this 2009?
Yeah.
Who have you got? Paul Jewell in charge of Wigan, do you reckon, back then?
Possibly.
Tony Pulis?
No, Pulis. Pulis is there.
No, Pulis for Stoke. I'm saying
yeah.
Paul Jewell for
Oh,
Wigan.
yeah, possibly.
Yeah.
Man City away at Bolton.
Have you got
Premier
Sven-Göran Eriksson, do you reckon, gaffer there?
Man City 5-4 on. Imagine that now. Bolton.
To beat Bolton. It's mental, isn't it?
I had Chelsea at home to Everton. 2-9. Maybe 2009.
Is that Mourinho?
Mourinho? They were good.
They were in the. That will be the season after the Champions League final, won't it?
Sunderland to beat Pompey. These are all Premier League games. Tottenham to beat Wolves at 1-4 on. I remember that didn't win. They lost.
That's the one that lost.
A lot of these lost.
Oh, okay.
this set me up for life.
Start you
Man
need to go
United
on.
to beat Villa, and that was my first £10 bet on that. I saw £144. I thought, right, easy money. Let's have a life of gambling. Don't do that, people.
Wow.
Doesn't work.
I'd-
Still
I-
don't work now.
I'd love to see some of those starting lineups
Yeah.
from back then and
I
see
will
kind of how
find
we
them.
were from
We'll find
there.
them for next time.
So you're going Van der Sar in 2 and Cech in 1.
Yeah.
Anything you want to add on Petr Cech?
Just the greatest Premier League keeper ever. I think. Obviously, like we've touched on, I didn't really get to see Peter Schmeichel, but he was just incredible. And like you say, I think the 15 goals conceded season is a bigger achievement than the Invincibles.
Ooh.
Will that
15
ever be
goals in a
broken?
season. No, not a chance for me.
Ooh. It's interesting though, isn't it?
What would get broken first? Another invincible season? Oh,
I think another invincible season is
Yeah.
more likely to happen than 15 goals.
what about a 91 goal calendar year?
Who
I'm
was
sure
that?
that into it.
Is that Messi?
That's how many you got.
Can you see Haaland breaking that?
I can.
Messi got 91 calendar year goals.
Yeah.
I mean, that's just like...
I think maybe. But yeah.
Yeah. Right, should we on to the quiz?
Move it. Yeah.
That's a great.
Hello, everyone.
Hey! Hello,
Caden.
Caden.
How are we doing?
What time is it, Caden?
It's quiz time, baby.
Hey.
Let's go.
I keep trying to trick him out by
One day you will again.
I know, yeah.
That was like the second
I know,
episode.
yeah.
I was like, it's 11. We've got a handwritten one from Alan, who works
on,
for
Alan.
us at Football
Yeah.
Prize.
Cheers, Al.
Thank you.
Thanks, Alan.
Alan's been the quizmaster before, Caden, in your absence.
Yes.
So regular viewers will know Alan.
All right. All right. I say where Seb's from every time. I'm like, I can say where Alan's from. Are you ready for the first question?
Let's do it. Who's it for?
I'll throw it to Ash.
Come on.
Who are the top 2 most capped players for Brazil?
Oh, great question.
Great question.
I think it is. And I know one is Cafu. And I think the other one is one of 2 players, but I think it might be Roberto Carlos.
Incorrect.
Oh.
Chance to
Who was the other name you were thinking of?
Don't matter.
I mean, definitely Cafu.
I know Neymar scored the most, but I can't see him outplaying some of them.
Is it going to be someone annoying like Dunga
Cafu's top.
Oh,
or Taffarel?
who was the keeper?
Taffarel.
Would he be a shout?
I mean, I think we just go Cafu and Pele. I think we go for.
Do you reckon?
Yeah, I think we just play it easy.
Yeah, sure.
Cafu and Pele.
It's Cafu and Neymar.
Oh, it was
Ah.
Neymar. Really?
Yeah.
Sorry, Tom.
No, I wouldn't have said him.
I wonder who's third.
I don't have that information. Oh, bloody hell.
Bill, up next. 2017 Arsenal versus Chelsea FA Cup final. Who scored Arsenal's goals?
Do we not score?
No.
Is that all I'm getting?
That's all you're getting.
Fair play.
Come on. 2017 FA Cup final.
I'm not cheating.
I think I
but
might know
just
this.
remember he said there's 2 answers per question.
What's that social media thing called? TikTok. Hurry up, Bill.
So bad.
I'll cut that.
I've no idea. Ozil and Ramsey.
One correct.
Ramsey and Aubameyang.
I think it's
No,
Ozil's
Aubameyang
right.
wasn't there.
I think
Nah,
Ozil right.
incorrect. It's Ramsey and Sanchez.
I had my Ozil and Ramsey, not a bad shout then.
I had Sanchez and Aubameyang, and then when you said that, I was like, is Ramsey on one of them too?
Back to Ash.
God, that's a good question, Alan.
Yes.
Yeah.
yes.
Liking these.
Yep.
When Leeds won the championship in
Oh,
the 2019-20 season, who came second and third?
Oh, God.
When we got promoted. Oh
Mhm.
my God.
Crikey, all right. I think I know who came second.
I can't even remember. Norwich and... It's not Brentford because they played Arsenal in the first game. We played Liverpool. Norwich and Burnley.
No. Said both.
I know West Brom came. Which teams came with second and third in our year we went up?
Come on.
Mm-hmm.
West Brom came second.
Oh, God, they do.
Right, so we know it's not Norwich now.
Corbyn did quite well.
Come on, kid.
I'd go West Brom Huddersfield, actually. I actually would.
Yeah.
I know he's trying to put West Brom Huddersfield.
West Brom and Brentford.
Oh, it was.
Oh! He's played a blinder. He's played a blinder to throw him off.
Your turn, Tom.
Sorry, Tom.
What are the first two players Gareth Southgate?
Gave debuts to.
Yes.
Who were the first two players?
Well, it was 2016, so I reckon Dele Alli's one of them. And I'm gonna say, no, you know, we'll say Dele Alli and Jesse Lingard.
One correct.
It's not
well
a bad
done.
shout.
That was a great shout.
Not a
for
bad shout. I would
2016.
be nowhere near that.
I'm going to stick with Dele Alli. Because he seemed pretty certain on that. 2016. Who was coming through at that time? Rashford
That's the name you wrote down.
Final answer.
and Ali.
Incorrect. It was Jesse Lingard
Oh, was it?
Good call.
and Aaron Cresswell.
Oh, never get that.
Never get
Jesse
that.
Lingard's a great call.
Yeah, really good shout.
He's doing well now, isn't he? In China.
I mean,
Japan, innit?
South Korea. South Korea.
Oh my god, that's awful, isn't it?
Please cut all that. That was really, really funny. Definitely South Korea.
No, leave that.
That's funny, man. That's nothing wrong with that. He just got his stuff.
Ash, is back to you.
Yeah.
England versus Austria, June 2021. Southgate gave debuts to two players with the same first name.
Oh my God, Alan.
When?
That's June 2021.
I've got someone now.
Okay, go on then. Who is it?
Ben Chilwell and Ben Osborne.
Incorrect.
You don't need the surname, do you? You just need the first name, don't you?
I need both. I need the actual
You
names.
can't
before.
just say James.
That's what I was saying.
What? No, I've got.
There's
I've
two
got.
answers to every
I've
question.
got two answers here. It's
I
because
thought it was-
he's got two specific players in mind, hasn't he?
Oh, I thought you were just like, what's the name? I was going to say Steve or
You're
something.
just going to try Dave, just
That's
see how that
genuine,
works.
That's what I said, just say the name. Well, this is pass. We're not going to get this, are we?
You're not going to get it.
I'm
I
going
don't
to
know.
say Harry Maguire and Harry Winks
Yeah,
just
man.
in
At least
case,
they're real.
rather than passing.
Ben
You're
White,
gonna
Ben
say Joe
Godfrey.
Willock.
Oh, you were right.
Who was it?
Ben White, Ben Godfrey. You were right with Ben's.
Did I say Ben?
You said
said
Ben
Ben.
Chilwell. Ben Chilwell. I know, yeah.
So we're going into the Who Am I's.
We're going into the Who Am I's 0-0.
This is time.
Can I hear your buzzers?
This is my buzzer.
Is that always your buzzer?
It is today.
Bill, that looks like it woke you up then.
I'm ready.
Right, the first one. I was born in Liverpool and made my debut for England in 2013.
Go on. Go for it, Bill.
Someone let me know when you want me to move
Yeah,
on to the
move
next
on.
one. Yeah.
Go on.
I won the FA Cup in 2018.
It's not you, is it?
I'm ready for the next one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go on.
I scored 6 goals for my country in 33 games.
That's a good return.
Oh my.
Maybe next one.
Yeah.
Yeah, go for
The
it.
next one is the last one.
Okay.
So the born in Liverpool must be 0.5.
Yeah, fine.
I spent the 2022-23 season on loan outside of the UK.
Alan, you naughty man. These are hard. So we might have to nail it. What do you think?
Yeah.
2013.
Yeah.
Have you got another clue, Caden?
I don't.
Who is it, Caden?
Ross Barkley.
It's such a good question because you go straight to Liverpool.
Where did he go on loan? Was it Nice?
Toulouse or
Won
Nice or something?
Well, they won it at. Who won the FA?
Chelsea.
Oh, that's a very clever question.
I was going Leicester. I thought Leicester won it in 2018. I was trying to think of a Scouse.
I was trying to think of a United one. I thought that's when they won it.
Good question.
There's 4 statements for this one, so I'll go 5 points to 2.
Okay,
Cool.
First statement: legendary goal scorer who returned in 2003.
Oh,
Go on, Bill.
return. I don't know what that means. Go on.
For 5 points.
I've gone to.
You're going on Henri, right?
I've gone. No,
Go on,
I'm not
hit
going
it,
on
hit it.
Henri.
Go on, who are you
I'm
going?
not going on Henri. Oh, fuck.
He was.
For 5 points. When are you going?
Eric Cantona.
9, correct.
If you'd have got that right. Oh, go on. I don't want. I just keep going.
Just keep
Sorry,
going.
Tom.
No, you're right.
Next statement:
He can answer this when he wants now.
I made my name in Monaco.
Oh, why didn't I say it? You put me. I was going to say it, then you put me off.
I'd like the
2003 is
next
not
one,
bad.
Yeah, the
then.
next one. I have played in France, Italy, England, and the UAE.
please. Oh,
Oh no.
it's not Henri. Because Henri played in America, not the UAE.
Mm.
It could be an Elka. Do another one.
In 1996, I was named African Footballer of the Century.
I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah. I know who it is.
Do you?
Yeah. Try to say it.
Is it George Way?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get in
That's what I
there.
was going to say.
Come on. 2-0.
2-0.
Ah.
Next one. Oh, it's all to play for.
Do you want to buzz on the first one again, Bill?
Could have been Eric Cantona.
Okay.
Not with that last clue.
The first statement: scored 50 goals for Liverpool between 2013 and 2019.
That's
No,
quite.
thank you.
That's only like 10 goals a season.
No, thank you.
Next one.
Mm.
I played at the 2012 Olympics.
Oh, who was in that team?
Oh. Ooh.
Oh, I think
Not
I might know who it is.
Next one for me, Caden.
Gosh, let's go for it.
I don't have a clue, if that helps.
I'm happy with you going for it. If you
Go for it.
Come on.
Daniel Sturridge.
I thought he'd left before 2016.
I thought he had as well. I was
Yeah.
going on the Olympics more than anything.
That's 4 points straight away there.
Was that when he left Liverpool?
Must be.
I thought like I was way out, but I thought I've got to go for it. Yeah. It was the Olympics thing.
Well done.
It's all in this last one
Is
now.
it 4-2?
Have we only
It's
got one
4-2.
more? I thought there were 4.
4-2.
We've done 3.
We got 0 on the
Yeah,
first.
we did, yeah. Yeah.
Oh.
Here we go.
Right, are you ready?
Buzz.
Yeah.
I began my career at Leeds United,
Come
but
on.
never played.
No.
David Seaman.
Yep.
He's back.
And so the quiz
Thank you,
ends
Jack. Thank you.
7-4 to Ash.
We're on this charge back. We're doing it. We're coming back.
Is that 7-6?
We're charging back. Are we level?
I think it's level.
I think we're level. I think this is 7-0.
7-0.
It's the greatest comeback ever.
This is filled with
This is
controversy.
Newcastle Arsenal. This is Newcastle Arsenal 4-0.
This is filled with controversy.
No controversy anyway.
Loads of
You
controversy.
could have buzzed your buzzer. You could have buzzed your buzzer.
I
You
knew
were
it was David-
excited
I
going
knew it was
into that
David
last.
Seaman.
Yeah, you did. And I knew it was David Seaman. As soon
I
as
was,
he said
I was hoping you were going to
Leeds
say
and
Haaland.
Right, finish there. Nice one. Thanks, Caden.
We've got
Thanks,
letters.
everybody.
I'll read them. There should be quick answers here from you guys,
Yeah,
as
fine.
long as you don't mind. The first one is from. It's quite an
I'm
easy
not
one.
having this. I think.
Oh, you
This
can't
is
give us a
from-
quiz.
Ormo Villa 82, a YouTube comment.
That's Ormond.
I assumed.
Thank you, Ormond. Thank you, Ormond.
Where do you think Villa will finish in the new Champions League table?
God, I don't know.
Out of
Like,
36.
I mean, it's so hard to work out where anyone's going to finish.
Yeah.
They've got Bayern at home.
They've got Bayern at home.
They'll be in that 9 to 16 bracket for me.
Do you think?
Yeah, I agree. I think that's a good shout.
Mm-hmm.
I think you got the
that's a
big
shout.
dogs.
Yeah.
The big dogs are all going to get that top 8, aren't they?
They look
There's
good
a
though,
lot of
Villa.
big teams. Yeah.
Yeah.
They look
Well,
good, Villa. You won't be surprised if they finished above maybe one or two of the English teams.
There'll be at least one shock. It could be Villa, but I think Tom's right. Personally.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's it.
Just missing
Yeah.
out on the automatics, I think.
They'll definitely go through.
Yeah.
It's 9th to 24th, isn't it? in the playoffs.
Is it that far? And then they
Is
go
it?
into the next one with
I
the
think
X.
so. Or 9th, 25th or something
Yeah.
like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Ormond. And the next one is from Keith Logan. Who do you think is the greatest club never to win the Champions League?
Other than Leeds.
We did win it technically.
Yeah. Champions of Europe.
Champions of Europe.
Arsenal are probably the biggest. Would you say that?
I think Arsenal's up there.
Yeah, that's a decent shout. Shrewsbury.
Shrewsbury.
Wow.
Wrexham.
Oh.
Right, give it time for Wrexham.
The big ones are usually labelled like it starts off the dynasty.
Dynasty. Arsenal's probably got to be. Are Arsenal the only team, obviously apart from Spurs, the only team in the top 6 that haven't won the Champions League?
Maybe.
Now that City have.
Yeah,
City have,
possibly.
I'm trying to think abroad, but I can't think.
No.
The reasons that you've got your big European teams are because
Because
of the
they've won it.
Champions Leagues.
Yeah.
So I think Arsenal's probably the biggest.
I think they'll win it soon. I don't think they're
This
really miles
season?
off it. They could win it this season.
If you win the Champions League this season, is it kind of like more impressive because of like how big the league system is and all this job?
Is it the same amount of teams?
No, there's more.
Yeah.
Is there?
There's 4 more.
I don't know, because you could probably get an easier run because there's more teams then.
Haaland is going to absolutely obliterate that Champions League record set by Ronaldo.
Yeah, that's true.
And it's really upsetting.
Yeah, I think he is, isn't he?
But
Yeah, we'll go Arsenal. I think
I'm
Arsenal's
happy with
probably
that.
I think Arsenal's
Yeah,
probably.
I like
Yeah.
Arsenal.
Right, that's it. Thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you.
So we're 2 up on the quiz.
7-all,
Whichever.
7-all.
Jack can't do his little line, can he? I don't remember what even what it is.
See you through the door. See you through the window. We'll be back for week 4.
Bye.
Bye-bye.